What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. It is Tuesday, October 22nd. It is the NBA opening night. Very excited to be doing this. We have 2 games tonight. I think it's 10 games tomorrow. I'm going to give you my picks and predictions for tonight's games and tomorrow's game, Wednesday's games in this video. Alright? It's my first time doing the NBA season. I'm very excited to be doing it. We're going to have wins. We're going to have losses. We're going to have pushes. Alright? All of it's going to happen. Please come follow me, like, subscribe, join me on this channel. I'm going to have fun with it, alright? Before I get into these games, give you a quick recap of the next few videos coming out. Probably have one more MLB video coming out for the World Series that starts on Friday. Give you my picks for that. And another video coming out and a recap of how I did for the MLB season when I started this. Alright? And then from a couple months out from now, it's going to mainly be, the videos are going to mainly be NBA and NFL picks and predictions, okay? Come join me, come have fun. Give me your teams, give me your favorite players. I'm all ears. Come rock with me, alright? Let's get into these NBA games and get it going, alright? Like, subscribe, comment down below. Here we go, NBA games. First 2 games of the night today, we have the New York Knicks taking on the Boston Celtics in Boston. And you got the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the LA Lakers in LA. Alright? Those are the 2 games tonight. I think both these games are going to be interesting games, man. A bunch of teams have been moving around players. And let's get right into it. So first up, the New York Knicks taking on Boston Celtics. The Knicks are plus 5.5. The over-under is 221.5 for total points. The Celtics, can they go back-to-back championships? They brought the whole squad back. Pretty much everybody is back. People are predicting they might go back-to-back, but it is hard to do back-to-back championships. Can they do it? Maybe. This game here, I'm not sure. It's plus 5.5. The Knicks might keep it close. I'm not sure if it's. I would lean. My pick's probably going to be the Knicks plus 5.5, and I'm probably going to lean under 221. That's going to be my lean. It's probably not going to be a final play. That's just the way I lean. Also, final plays is the plays that I'm actually going to be putting in myself, my picks, my bets that I'm going to be placing. The final plays, that's what it is. I'm giving you all my picks and predictions for all the games, but the final plays is the ones that I'm going to play myself, okay? So, I'm going to lean Knicks plus 5.5. I'm going to lean under 221. It probably won't be a final play, though. Alright, that's the way I lean. The Knicks have Brunson. They got Karl Anthony Towns now. They got couple other, I think we got OG Anunoby, and if I remember correctly, Mikal Bridges is on there now as well. So it could be an interesting team for sure. Next game, Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the LA Lakers. The Lakers are plus 1. Over under is 219. This game is going to be played in LA. I do like the Timberwolves in this game. I think the Timberwolves upset the Lakers at the home opener. I think Anthony Edwards and company are going to come into LA and play ball. They're going to go off, I think. I think Timberwolves win this game comfortably, probably by 7 points or more. That's the way I'm going to lean. It might be a final play. I do like this Timberwolves coming in and upsetting LA. You got LeBron James, you got the father and son. That's going to be exciting to watch. Never seen it before. I know a lot of people saying Bronny and James are going to need some work, but they could surprise people, though. Also, you got Anthony Davis back. You got D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, and a couple other guys on that team to keep the Lakers afloat. But I do think the Timberwolves get the upset. I'm taking the Timberwolves minus 1, and I'm doing it over 219. I think both teams can put up quite a few points. Might be a final play. We will see. That's the way I lean. All right? So those are 2 games for Tuesday night tonight. And then on Wednesday, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. I believe that's how many games we got on Wednesday. So I'm going to give you all my picks and predictions for those games as well. All right. First up, you have the Indiana Pacers taking on Detroit Pistons. Over under is 233.5. Indiana Pacers are -5 against Detroit Pistons. They're playing in Detroit. Pistons were one of the worst teams last season. Let me see. Indiana Pacers had a good run. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, but got beat big time by the Celtics. I think they got swept. They were 4-0 in the Eastern Conference Finals. They were 0-4 in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Boston Celtics in the finals. But this game, Pacers -5. This probably won't be a final play, but I am leaning towards the Pacers to get the job done by more than 5 points. And I'll lean 233.5. I'm gonna lean under 233.5. I think it's gonna land right below there. We got Tyrese Halliburton for the Pacers, and he got, I believe it's Cade Cunningham's still on the Pistons. Sorry, I'm trying to figure it out. 1 sec. I think it's, but yeah, I'm leaning towards the Pacers to get it done for this game. I think the Pacers could come in to Detroit and just run all over the Pistons. My system just shut down for some reason. Sorry guys, 1 second. My system just went down for a minute. Come on. 1 second. Okay. Alright, I think I got it back. Let's see real quick. Yeah, Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Tobias Harris for the Pistons, and you got Halliburton, Siakam, Miles Turner for the Pacers. But I think the Pacers come in and probably beat the doors off Pistons. It probably won't be a final play though. Next game, we got the Milwaukee Bucks taking on Philadelphia 76ers in Philly. You have over-under of 224.5. The Bucks are +2.5. You got Giannis and the Bucks coming in town to Philly to take on Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Paul George. But I think Paul George is out for right now, I believe, if I remember correctly. Or he might be in. I'm not sure. I got to double check on that. I do think the Bucks get upset. It might be a final play. I think the Bucks come into Philly and beat Philly in Wednesday's game. I do think the Bucks get the win. I go Bucks +2.5 and over 224.5. Might be a final play, but that's the way I lean. All right. Up next, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors are +5.5. Over under is 222.5. You got Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley for the Cleveland Cavaliers going into Toronto, taking on Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel Quickley. These Raptors, man, I don't know. Might have a struggle season, maybe, but this game, man, I keep going back and forth on this game. Not sure. I'd probably lean Toronto +5.5 and over 222.5. It's probably not going to be a final play, but that's the way I'm going to lean. Toronto +5.5, over 222.5. Not sure how this game's going to go. It's first night. There's going to be some jitters. Let's rock with it. Next game, we have the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Over under is 221.5. The Brooklyn Nets are plus 7.5 going to Atlanta. You have Cam Thomas, Dennis Schroeder for the Brooklyn Nets. You got Trae Young, Jalen Johnson. Sorry, one sec. Yep. And the Atlanta Hawks. They're playing at home, opening night. 7.5 points against the Brooklyn Nets. I think they could get it done. Probably won't be a final play, but I'm going to lean Atlanta to win the game by 7.5 points or more. And I'll lean 221. I'm going to lean under 221. It probably won't be a final play, but that's the way I'm going to lean. Next game, you get the Atlanta Magic taking on the Miami Heat. Orlando Magic is plus 2, and over under is 208.5. You got Paulo Banchero, Franz Wagner, and Atlanta Magic going to Miami, take on Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo. You know that team. In Miami. Should be a good game, I think. It's going to be a good game. Probably going to be a close one. Both these teams, I believe, probably even on how good the teams are. I'm going to lean towards Orlando plus the 2. They might even upset. It might be a final play. I'm not sure, though. Still thinking about it, but that's the way I'm going to lean. Orlando plus 2 and 208.5. Could be a slow game, low-scoring game. So I'm going to lean under 208. Probably won't be a final play, but that's the way I'm going to lean. See how it goes. Like I said, it's first night. Jitters going to happen. Don't know what's going to happen. Next game, Chicago Bulls going to New Orleans. Take on the New Orleans Pelicans. The Bulls are plus 7.5. Over under is 224.5. All right. You have Zion, DeJounte Murray, Brandon Ingram for the New Orleans Pelicans. And you got Zach LaVine, Kobe White, Nikola Vucevic. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. My bad. Going up against the Pelicans and the Bulls coming to town. This game, probably going to lean Chicago Bulls plus 7.5. I think it's a close game. I think the Pelicans do get the win, but I think they win probably by like 3 or 4 points. I think it's going to be a close game. Over-under is 224.5. I'm going to lean under 224.5. Like I said, I think it's going to be a close game. I can see this game going like, I don't know why, like 105, 101. I think that's the way it goes. Might be a final play. Still thinking about it. Next game, we got the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Houston Rockets. Over-under is 230. Wow, big number, 230. And then the Hornets are plus 7 against the Rockets. Playing in Houston, you have LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, Brandon Miller for the Charlotte Hornets. Going into Houston to take on Alperen Sengun, Jalen Green, Freddie Van Fleet. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. My bad. Sorry about that. This should be a good game, man. Both these teams are pretty. I think they're pretty stacked myself. Should be a fast-paced game. Both these teams, I believe, they got some shooters on these teams. I keep going back and forth on this game. It might be a final play. I'm not sure. But I am leaning toward the Charlotte Hornets to keep it close. Maybe even get the win, surprisingly. But I'll take Charlotte Hornets plus 7. Over under 230. 230 is a high number. But I could see it happening because both these teams could get buckets, man. Probably lean over 230, but it probably won't be a final play, but that's the way I lean. Charlotte Hornets +7 and over 230. Next game, we got the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Utah Jazz. Over under is 227.5. The Utah Jazz are +3.5 at home. Wow. Home opener, Utah Jazz is underdogs, +3.5. Interesting. You got Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Marcus Smart for the Grizzlies going to Utah, taking on Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sexton, Keontae George for the Jazz. Yeah, I actually like Utah Jazz in this game. I like Utah Jazz. I think they can be a solid team this year again. Memphis kind of struggled last year, but I don't know. I'm leaning towards the Jazz. I'll take Jazz +3.5. Probably be a final play. And I'm leaning over 227.5. That's the way I lean. It might be a final play. Still thinking about it. We will see. But I do like Utah in this spot. They're usually good at home. At least they were last season, I think. Next game. You got the Golden State Warriors taking on Portland Trail Blazers. Over under is 223.5. The Warriors are -6 in this game. The Warriors are traveling to Portland. You got Steph Curry, Jonathan Kuminga, Draymond Green for the Golden State Warriors, taking on Jeremy Grant, Anthony Simmons, DeAndre Ayton for the Portland Trail Blazers. Sorry if I said your names wrong. My bad. Once again, it's gonna happen. Sorry. This game, yeah, I'm leaning towards the Warriors to get the job done. Win this game by more than 6 points. I think they're gonna have a good season this year. The Warriors, they got a good stacked team. I'm leaning towards the Warriors to get it done by 6 points, and I lean over 223.5. It's probably gonna be a final play. I do like this spot for the Warriors. Next game, I think it's the last game of the evening. Let me double check. Pretty sure it is. Yeah. You have the Phoenix Suns taking on the Los Angeles Clippers. The over-under is 223.5. And the Phoenix Suns are -4.5 for the Suns. Phoenix travels to Los Angeles to play the Clippers. You got Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal for the Phoenix Suns. And you got James Harden, Norman Powell, Ivanka Zubac for the Clippers. I think, if I remember correctly, what's his name? Shoot. Kyrie Leonard is out for right now for the Clippers, dealing with an injury. So we don't know when he's coming back. But this game, I'm leaning towards the Phoenix Suns to get the job done. I think the Suns win this by 4.5 points or more. And I'll lean over 223.5. Probably going to be a final play. I do like the Suns in this spot. That'll be my pick for this game. Suns -4.5 and over 223.5. All right, guys, that is all the NBA games for Tuesday and Wednesday night. I'm going to give you my final plays in the comments below. I'm still thinking about it, but they will be in the comments below for sure. All right, guys, take my picks. Don't take my picks. Take the opposite. It's up to you. Have fun with it. Bet safe. Bet responsibly. Come join me. Come follow me. Let's see how we do this season. Very excited to be doing this. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.